let's go over some OP ways you can grind cores now and what you should be grinding from the Attack on Titan update. Hello, it is SisterGuard here. Hopefully having a great day. I'm having a great day. We're back to Stay on a Rise because we had the Attack on Titan update yesterday, and it brought about a bunch of new things. One of those being GM pluses. We also got a ton of uses for cores. So what I'm going to break down is how to farm best for cores and how you can go ahead and get some GM plus shadows, including which one's the best. So if you have not already, please make sure you smash the like button, do the same subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. It's been a lot. And we're going to get right in and do it. So first things first, cores. Where can you get them? How can you get them? Well, there's a few ways. The least effective way would be go ahead and get them from expeditions. So you can get them from expeditions. As your guys finish them, you can go in here and go ahead and claim them. You will get cores from this. As you can see, I'm getting a ton of common cores. That's great and all, but you mostly are going to be needing epic and legendary cores. So let's go see if we can find one that gives us that. So basically, I will need the rares, epic, and legendary ones. The next way you can go ahead and farm cores and best AFK method is going to be Infinite Desert. I've made videos on how to macro this. There is a new way to do this. If y'all would like the new macro that works very well and I don't have any connection issues, this is the best way you can go ahead and AFK get epic cores. Generally, I get them pretty higher up. I don't know if drop chance affects them. Pydos, if you want to let me know if they do or not. So yeah, so I'm gonna be honest. I had maxed because I was doing this. Hello, this is, editing SisterGuard here. Since I recorded that bit of the video, they have actually gone ahead and updated Desert. So Desert now drops at higher rates, all cores, even legendaries. So these are the rates that have been posted. So AFK wise, Infinite Desert is amazing now. You get tickets, you get cores. Honestly, the best thing you could probably go and farm. Passively though. Now, if you are just needing to farm cores so that you can get legendaries and epics, and why you would need those is for two reasons. The first way is so that you can combine M pluses and GMs in order to make GM pluses. Because you need 3 legendary cores. Yes, you need a lot of dust as well, but that's stupid easy to get. The cores is kind of the problem, and you need those to upgrade them. If you're wanting to upgrade this to GM plus, this is going to be 5 legendary cores and 300 tickets, which, by the way, Infinite Desert or go farm the dungeons. But the other reason we need it is if we also go over here to the upgrader and we go to the enhancer and we just pick one on in here, it costs quite a bit to infuse these guys, and you want to infuse them so that they can get some nice pretty stats. It costs 10 epic cores to do 1 roll, or you can pay with tickets and it costs none. But I need tickets right now to make GM pluses, so I'm not spending my tickets on rolling yet. Hi, again, editing SisterGuard. They have decreased the amount of cost. It now costs like half of that. So thank you, devs, for listening. I greatly appreciate it. I will also tell y'all, depending on the rarity of the shadow you are putting in, depends on the cost. Like, the mythics are only 12. And they're rares. The monarch tiers are epics. So I just wanted to bring that to y'all's attention. What are the legendaries? Legendaries are even less cores. So just wanted to bring that to your attention. Okay, back to the video. So let's go over how you can get some cores so you're not having to spend your tickets on fusing stuff up. So let's go ahead and get on into key dungeons. So the key dungeons where you can get epic and legendary cores are going to be XYZ, which XYZ does have a higher drop rate. We're going to have Hurricane, Slayer, Wall, Hunter, pretty much any of the World 2 ones. So I'm going to go ahead and spin. Let's see, we're going to go ahead and hit a drop potion. I'm going to switch over to a drop loadout, and I'm going to spend 10 minutes to see how many of these I can get. Let's grab Keymaster. I'll go ahead and switch on over to a drop loadout. There we go. And I've got some keys, so we're going to go ahead and farm this up. So as you can see, I've got a lot of keys, especially Slayer keys. We also have a ton of Hurricane, but let's go ahead and just start with XYZ. So we'll see how this goes. Let's see how much I start with, and we'll see how much we end off with. Now, if y'all are not aware, they made some changes to key dungeons that makes this stupidly broken, and I will show y'all here in a minute what I'm talking about. So, as of right now, I have 2 legendaries. I have 17 epics. Let's see how much we can get. So, if you didn't know, with key dungeons, they have this lovely little feature where after this timer goes down, the little dais right here will respawn. So let's wait for this. Especially for XYZ, this is a wonderful way to get cores. You can get tickets. You can get dust. If you want to farm whatever's in this key dungeon, you can do that too. Yeah, no, this is easy. We already got one. Cool. I'm going to see y'all in a little bit. Okay, we're out of XYZ. Let's go to, let's say, do Hurricane. I think that one is actually a pretty chill grind, so we can do that. And it's fairly close. I don't have to walk too far. So I do want to point out that he has actually buffed the drop rates for Slayer Wall dungeons for epic cores for the drop chance and for the amount. So if you're wanting to farm this the most, like getting epic cores, you're going to want to do Slayer and Wall Key Dungeons. And this is our last Hurricane. Cool. All right, let's go ahead and go to next. Let's go work through these wall ones. Now, why are you going to want to make GMs? So we already went over that. I do want to point something out to y'all. There is now something called an ADPS or DPM, which is this is going to be their damage per minute or average damage per minute. So now we will be able to tell at an instant glance which shadow is better, no matter what. So as you can tell, Kaiju, not that great. Jungle Monarch. There you go. I don't have damage stuff equipped. I want to remind y'all, but White Flame right now is the best you can get. It is White Flame, Jungle Monarch, Aaron, which is the dungeon boss, and then we have the new key dungeon guy. So that is the order of operations. So yes, key dungeon is still, you know, relatively easy to do. I'm still going to probably farm up just to get 1 GM plus of him just to have it. But that's up to you if you want to keep doing that. I'm going to go ahead and pop another potion because we still have to get through all of the Slayer ones. And that was the last. So we're going to go do Slayer now. Now, Slayer, I will tell you this. I normally have been running for my stats, if we're going over here, 300, 200, 200, and 200. This works really well for Castle. This does not really well for this one because Rengoku's really far. So for him, what I'm going to recommend is you reset your stats. You've got a ton of keys for this one, and you put it at max reach, because I don't even know if this will reach him. Yes, that barely does. Okay. And I may be out of keys. I am. Cool. So we're now up to 17. That's quite a few. Where's our epic cores at? 86. It's a start. So yeah, that's kind of the situation. I would recommend. I know XYZ gives bigger bonuses. So if you're wanting cores, I would go XYZ and then Slayer or the new dungeon, key dungeon for epics. Honestly, I am probably just gonna be farming XYZ, and then because I'm gonna have to do desert and other dungeons to get tickets, we'll just kind of see how that goes. Just a reminder, the exchange shop does exist. However, it is a 1-to-1 downgrade. So you exchange one legendary, you get one epic. So, but make sure you're grinding up cores this weekend. Make sure you're also combining those shadows when you can. Because that's what I'm going to be doing. That's how I've made 2 of mine already out of the 4 GM plus white flames I have. Yeah, it's a pain in the butt, but it's easier than me having to continuously keep grinding for them. Because right now I'm over halfway to being able to get another one. So it's a lot of tickets. So I would start saving up some tickets, and as you're needing stuff this weekend farming, because we have that event, I would start utilizing it. Let me see where I'm at. I just need one more GM and I can have another GM plus. So there you go. That is what you should be grinding, and hopefully some helpful ways to go ahead and get y'all some cores. So I'm gonna get back on my grind because I need more GMs now, and I need more keys. So I will see y'all next time.